Let me introduce myself. My name is Victor Tan. I actually have an engineering degree from University in UK, and then after graduation I got interested in nutrition. It's because of my health problem as well as my children's problem. So I did a lot of research in nutrition, and I learned a lot from nutritionists and naturopathic doctors. So I started that research in the 80s, and then I enrolled in a course in the science of applied nutrition, and I took examination, wrote a thesis, and finally I passed the exam, and then I registered as a nutrition consultant with the International Nutrition Consultant Association. And this association actually is in USA. And I work in a national measurement center specialized in temperature measurements for 34 years. And then you remember in 2003 there was a SARS outbreak, and I was involved in the thermal imager used for measuring the temperature to find out whether a person has fever. And then that system was developed by the Defense Organization, working with the hospital. And then after some time, people started to ask the question, is the temperature measurement accurate or not? That's why we came in to actually help to check the accuracy of the thermometers. And I led a group of the scientists to verify all those thermometers used in the public. And I retired from NMC under A-Star in 2017, and now I'm a freelance consultant. And I do a lot of health talk. And today we are going to discuss about bone health. And then there are many bone diseases, but today we concentrate in osteoporosis. It is very unfortunate that a lot of people die from osteoporosis. Why? How come osteoporosis can kill? If the break of the bone happens in the bone rib, it is so sharp it pierces through the lungs. It's very hard for the person to survive. And also, if the break of the bone is in the hip bone, there's no more support, and that the person probably has to lie down for a long time or on wheelchair for a long time. Once there is less movement, especially for the elderly people, they actually can die very easily. So all these are due to aging population. And then you heard from the government that Singapore is facing aging population. So this problem is going to hit Singapore. And because of this, there is actually a new industry. It's called bone regeneration engineering. What is this all about? They actually invented this biodegradable bone substitute material. It is something like this. If a person has a broken bone, then they put a scaffold to support the bone, and then let the broken bone join together again, and the bone can actually heal by itself. Our bone can actually regrow. And then after some time, when the bone regrow, hopefully this degradable material will degrade, they actually dissolve. And then when the bone is completely healed, that scaffolding material also disappeared. So it is very, very clever design. you don't have to put metal piece to actually support the bone. What is the problem of using the metal piece? Because after the bone healed, the doctor got to open up again and remove the metal. So you got to have operation twice. Whereas if you use this degradable material, they only have to have operation once. Now, bones can heal by itself, but for younger people, they can heal very fast. For elderly people, it is very difficult. And how long will it take? Maybe half a year, more than half a year. And then to help healing the bone, you can expose the bone with magnetic field. So using magnet can actually help the bone to grow faster. And of course, if you use nutrition, you can even expedite the healing of the bone. But using nutrition, it is not as simple as just taking calcium. It wouldn't work. Right? So a lot of elderly people, when they have a broken bone, it takes many months for them to heal. And some of them, because of the lack of nutrition, the bone can never heal. So, what is bone? What is it for? It is for supporting our framework. Just imagine that if there is no bone, we are so soft that we will not be able to stand up. And then it will also offer protection to provide mobility. And then it is a chemical storehouse. Storing what? Storing calcium and phosphorus. And 99% of the body's calcium is stored in the bone. So let us see how does the bone develop in human being. For growing children, the bones start as cartilage. The fetus in the mother's womb, actually it started with just cartilage, and then the cartilage grows slowly, and then it will turn into bone. And if you look at this curve, at the beginning, when the bone starts to grow, and it will reach the peak at the age of 25 to 30 dBc, and the bone actually stops growing. Children grow very fast because during that period, the bone has got a lot of osteoblasts. We will talk about this osteoclast and osteoblast later. So the children have a lot of osteoblasts, and then the bone actually grow very fast. That's why the children, they actually become taller in a very short period. And then when we reach about 25 to 30, we stop growing. If you don't stop growing, you will actually grow all the way up to the roof. And bone is not a dead material. It is alive, and it is actually keep on changing. You lose some bone, and you go to reformat the bone again. So it is live, and then we actually call resorption and formation of the bone. What is resorption? Resorption is something unfavorable to us. What happened? You lose calcium from the bone. So when you lose too much calcium from the bone becomes osteoporosis. Right? You suffer from osteoporosis. And then if you can actually do a formation of the bone again, it will replace the calcium that you've lost. Then you can prevent this osteoporosis. So we reach the peak at about 25 years old. And unfortunately, at the age 35, our bone actually start to lose calcium. We are losing bones after the age of 35. And the formation of bone ended. Very unfortunate. And then when there's ending of the formation of the bone, you are actually losing bone at the same time. So the amount of the bone tends to slowly decline. So this is a natural process. We are losing bone. And it's very unfortunate that the women actually lose bone more than men. And that is why you actually notice that more women suffer from osteoporosis than men. But do not think that men will not suffer. If you are not careful, men also suffer from osteoporosis. And then in medicine, they don't think it is preventable. But with nutrition, you can prevent it. I'll tell you more. Now, our bone is being destroyed every minute. And then if we have low calcium intake or we have a poor absorption of calcium, we will suffer from osteoporosis very fast. And then at the same time, because there's a natural process of resorption and absorption, it will become worse. And then the bone will break down eventually. So, let us see what is resorption and what is formation of the bone. When we are young, the osteoclast and the osteoblast are balanced. They produce the equal amount of osteoclast and the osteoblast. And what is osteoclast? Osteoclast is some cells that are eating away the bone. Right? So when you eat away the bone, you can see that you lose some bone material. It actually dissolves the calcium. And then when it dissolves the calcium goes away, goes into the blood. Right? And then there is osteoclast. After osteoclast done the destruction, the osteoblast will come and then start to repair the bone. The destruction of the bone is very fast. In 3 weeks, you will lose some bone material. And then to rebuild the bone, it will take many months. How many months? 3 months to 4 months. So you can actually see that it is very difficult to rebuild the bone. And when we are old, unfortunately, the number of osteoclasts actually populate the osteoblast. So the destruction will be more than the repair. That is why we suffer from osteoporosis. And where do the osteoclasts and the osteoblasts come from? We talk about osteoblasts first. The osteoblasts are the good guys. They help to build the bone. It actually is produced by the bone marrow. The bone marrow has got stem cells. And then the stem cells convert into osteoblasts, and the osteoblasts will go to the bone to build the bone. And then with the osteoblasts, there's some stimulation, and then the body will produce osteoclasts also from the bone marrow. And then for a healthy person, there is actually balance between osteoblast and the osteoclast. So the balance is very important. But when we age, you lose the balance, you end up osteoclast more than osteoblast. And then you actually lose more bone than rebuilding the bone. So, how to rescue your bone? The V-Lead product, the V-Neural, will come to the rescue. It is very special. It contains good calcium, and it also contains collagen, and it also contains an herb called horsetail. the tail of the horse. It is the name of the herbs. They actually found it is very useful to help our body to absorb calcium. And then we need collagen as well. Bone is flexible, it is not hard, it's not rigid. And the flexibility is very, very important, because if there is no flexibility, a knock on the bone will break the bone. A fall will break the bone easily. And very unfortunate that last week, Thursday, I fell down. I actually fell on my knee. So I couldn't walk for half a day, but luckily I have some energy. And then I went home, I quickly take this mineral to repair the injured part. And then I can now walk without any problem. So this is very, very good for repairing the bone. But what about the osteoblast and the osteoclast? You have to control the numbers, right? How to control that? They are being controlled by the hormones. And then why, after menopause, women tends to get osteoporosis? Because of the reduction in the hormones. So without enough hormones, you will not be able to regulate the osteoclast and the osteoblast. So how to regulate the hormone? These two products, the Oxy and the Nutrition, will come to rescue. It provides you a lot of nutrition. Actually, all the nutrition that our cells require will be provided to all your cells, and then your body will start to function again. It will start to produce sufficient hormone again, and then it will start to produce osteoblasts, and then it can prevent you from getting osteoporosis. We have actually testimonies. We have some members, the elderly ladies. What I remember, two ladies. Is it more than two or two? Oliver, do you know?
No, it's one. Another one is Stephen.
Oh, okay. One guy and one lady. They actually broke their bone. Actually, there's another one, you know. So they took this one as a higher dosage. Normally, for maintenance, you just take 1 sachet a day. But if you have a broken bone, you just increase the number of sachet, maybe 4 sachet a day. You can actually repair the bone very, very fast. So instead of waiting for 9 months, you probably can heal within 2 months. So the production of hormones is very, very important. And in fact, all the three of them, if you take, it will rebalance the hormone. And there is no need to do hormone replacement therapy. Normally, if a lady have a family doctor, when they reach the menopause, the doctor will advise the lady to go for hormone replacement therapy. And the purpose of that is to maintain the hormone level so that the lady will not suffer from heart disease, osteoporosis, and so on. And where does the hormone come from? You know, it is from the urine of the horse. And then in Singapore, I know that there is one pharmaceutical company, they collect horse urine. And then they actually make it into hormone and then let you all take. They done also of horse urine. And then some of the hormones are actually synthetic. And if you remember, many years ago, it was announced in the newspaper that they have done a lot of clinical trial on the hormone replacement therapy. They test. They hope that it was good, but eventually they found that it was dangerous because during the clinical trial, it killed a lot of people already. So they announced that it was very dangerous. So the next day, it was announced in the Straits Times also. And then one journalist interviewed a doctor. Since it is dangerous, will you stop giving the hormone to the patient? The doctor said, no, there is no other alternative. So they will continue to give the horse urine. And the doctor said, we will monitor the patient very, very closely. If there is anything wrong, give them more medicine. So that is medicine, the allopathic medicine. If you use a natural therapy, this is the alternative. But it is actually another school of thought. It cannot mix with the allopathic medicine. So what happens if a person suffers from osteoporosis? This is a normal bone, and this is a bone of the same person after aging. And then do you notice the difference? The length of this vertebra and the length of this vertebra, the vertebra actually becomes shorter. So the height of an elderly person will actually reduce. You get shorter and shorter. I just spoke to one lady 2 days ago, and then the lady told me that she was shorter. It's because of osteoporosis. And then not only the bone is shorter, in between the bone there is this cartilage. The cartilage will degrade and then become thinner as well, so the person will become even shorter. Right, the cause of the osteoporosis is due to loss of calcium. Now, another possibility of losing the calcium is what? When you eat too much protein food, like drinking 1 gallon of milk a day, that is a lot of protein. And then taking a lot of meat, and then every day, every meal, you take 2 pieces of meat of this size. That's too much already. And then take a lot of this vegetable protein. If too much, also no good. What will happen? Your body will become acidic. When your body is acidic, it is very, very dangerous. You cannot survive with acidic body. So the body will automatically alkalize it. How to do it? It will dissolve the calcium from the bone. Calcium is alkaline. So when more calcium goes into the blood, your body will become more alkaline. Alright, so that is the way to make the body alkaline. But when it is done this way, you keep on losing calcium, you will get osteoporosis eventually. Now, our thyroid, there is a parathyroid. Actually, there are 4 nodules. If this is the thyroid, there are actually 4 nodules on the thyroid. And the parathyroid, they produce certain hormone. That hormones actually control the absorption and also the dissolve of the calcium. So if your thyroid, the parathyroid is not normal, maybe there is a tumor, or the hormone itself, the hormone is not balanced, it can cause osteoporosis quite easily. Now, osteoporosis at the early stage, there is no pain at all. There is no feeling. When you have pain in the joint, it does not mean you have osteoporosis. Osteoporosis got no feeling at all. And then only when the bones become weakened, the person will start to suffer from back pain and then loss of height over time. And the person will get fracture very easily. The fracture will be in the vertebra, on the wrist, the hips, and the other bone. And the common place that have a fracture is here, the hip bone. And then when the hip bone is broken, it is quite dangerous to the life. So these are the forbidden food. The soft drink is acidic. Soft drink contains a lot of carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide dissolved in the liquid, it will become acidic water. Right? When you drink it, it is no good for the bones. What about the fruit juice? The fruit juice, everybody thinks that it is good drink. No, don't order fruit juice. Recently, it was in the newspaper, you drink 1 glass of fruit juice is equivalent, actually worse than Coca-Cola. The amount of sugar inside is actually more than in the soft drink, right? So fruit juice is not so good. But what about fruits? Fruit is good, so you can eat the fruit. What's the difference between eating fruits and drinking the fruit juice? If you make the fruit juice, you actually throw away the pulp, right? And the fiber also you throw away. So it becomes pure sugar. So just imagine that you drink pure sugar, your blood sugar level will shoot up sky high. Right? So it is better to chew the fruit. So you eat the fruit together with the fiber. So sugar with fiber, and then the blood sugar will not shoot up so quickly. Sweet tea, of course, no good. Besides tea, drinking too much coffee can cause osteoporosis also. Right? So you drink too much coffee, you lose calcium. The chips, hamburger, the fast food, the delicious biscuit and cake,
Cookies.
cookies and cake. The processed meat or too much protein food also no good. Processed meat even worse. Alcohol also no good. No more fun in life without eating all this. Now, osteoporosis can cause osteoarthritis. Right? When you lose bone, you will actually break up the cartilage as well. So you will suffer from osteoarthritis. How dangerous is osteoporosis? Because there is no pain. The process of osteoporosis, because there is no pain, you actually don't know that it is happening. We will realize that only when we have bone problem. What kind of bone problem? When the bone breaks. Now, these are 3 scenarios. This one is just a crack. So it's a simple fracture, not so bad. This one, fracture a lot. This one, completely break. And then the bone actually pierces through the flesh. It actually come out from the flesh. I had an ex-colleague, a lady. At that time, she was in her 40s. One day, after parking the car, she accidentally dropped the keys on the floor. So she kneeled down and then picked up the key and then cracked all of a sudden. The bone broke. And then a few months ago, I heard from one lady, and this lady is already 70 plus. And then she said one day she was walking, and then she heard crack. She didn't know that it was her own hip bone. And she continued to walk, so she fell down because no more strength. And then she was hospitalized, and then the doctor checked on her. The doctor said, "Oh, the other side, not broken yet, but it's going to break. So we're going to operate on both hips." And then it took her 9 months to heal because she didn't take any supplement at all. She didn't know about health supplements. So just let the bone grow naturally. So prevent it before it is too late. How should you prevent it? If you are more than 35 years old for female or more than 40 for male, you have to change the unhealthy lifestyle, like physically inactive, smoking, excessive intake of alcohol, overweight, and small in body size. Now the short lady, you get osteoporosis more than the heavy lady. And people with family history of osteoporosis, take care, take more health supplement. And the net calcium absorption can be as high as 60% for younger children or infant. And then the absorption rate will slowly decrease to 15 to 20% for adult. And then after that, you start to lose calcium. Overweight also burdened the bones because it actually stress too much on the bone. So what are the optimal time to take calcium? It is better to take calcium together with meal. In the morning, together with breakfast, and then in the evening, take it together with dinner. Why do you have to take together with the meal? Because it is quite difficult to absorb calcium. It is difficult to break down the calcium. So after eating meal, that your gastric is more active, more digestive in enzyme, so that's the time that you allow your body to absorb more calcium. How quickly can the bone growth be measured? It is effective of optimizing or getting full function of bone formation and bone resorption in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, if you lose bone in 2 weeks, right? You want to rebuild the bone, it will take 3 to 6 months. So losing is easier than rebuilding. Okay, so that's all about the bone, and then you know that to prevent osteoporosis, you need to take all these three. Don't simply take the calcium alone, alright? You need the other two as well. Why? Because you need the osteoblasts. The osteoblasts come from the bone marrow, so you can provide nutrients to your bone marrow as well. And then also to regulate your hormones. So let us see what is human body made of? Made of cells. The cells will form organ will form a system will form a human being. So we know that we are made of cells, therefore we have to eat health supplements that can feed the cells. The purpose of eating food is actually to provide nutrients to our cells. So the health is actually in our hands. We determine our health, and then if we suffer from any of these, we are not completely healthy. Although we are not sick, but not sick doesn't mean that we are healthy. This scientist, Raymond Francis, said that human being has only one disease. It is actually caused by cell failure. So when the cells are sick, we will be sick. And the reason why our cells sick, it could be due to the attack by the toxins, it could be due to aging, and most of the times is due to malnutrition. When I tell my friend that we Singaporeans fall sick is because of malnutrition, they will say, impossible. There are so many fat people around in Singapore. How can we suffer from malnutrition? Actually, people who are overweight, they actually suffer from malnutrition. Why are they overweight? Because there isn't enough nutrients, and then the body thinks that there is famine, there is not enough food. So whatever they eat, it will quickly grab and store as fat for rainy day. That is why they put on weight very easily. And so those people who eat less, they actually put on weight quite easily. So don't skip breakfast. Toxins are everywhere. You just go out in the street, the exhaust from the car will start to go into your body. Then we eat vegetable. A lot of people say being a vegetarian you become healthier, but actually it depends on the vegetables that you take. If you take those organic vegetables, okay, right? Because they don't use pesticides, they don't use chemical fertilizer. But if you take ordinary vegetables, there will be a lot of pesticide, a lot of chemicals in the vegetable. So if you eat a lot of vegetable, you actually absorb a lot of toxin. And what about our water? Do you use filter at home? If you don't, you have to start to consider, because our water is very safe. Why our water is very safe? Because chlorine is added into the water. What is the purpose of the chlorine? Is to kill bacteria. And bacteria is made of what? Cells. They are single cells. So they're very small single cell. So they can be killed easily by chlorine. What happens if we drink chlorinated water? Will we die? No, we will die immediately. We will die slowly. Not exactly, we get sick slowly. We have a lot of cells, so we can afford to drink chlorinated water for a long, long time. But our cells will be destroyed slowly. And because we have a lot of cells to be killed, we will not be killed so fast. Okay? So it is actually better to use a filter to remove the chlorine. Natural aging will also make us sick. This list actually tell you how our organs age. Our brain age earliest. At the age of 20, the neurons will start to reduce. So students has got very, very good memory, but after they graduated, the memory start to degrade. And our skin at 25 years old start to age. And then which organ has got the longest life? Our liver. Our prostate for the guys start to age at 50. That is why at the age of 50, people get prostate enlargement very easily, or prostate cancer. There's a saying by the doctor that for all the men, if they don't die of any disease, they sure die of prostate cancer. So the weakest part of men is actually the prostate. Disease always caused by what you eat. You look at all this food, they are not doing any good for your health. They are very delicious. And also, it is not what you eat, actually it's what you absorb. This is the lining of your intestine. The intestine has got this hair, we call them villi. After the food is digested, it will turn into liquid and then it will flow inside the intestine. When it flows through this villi, the villi will absorb the nutrients. Your villi has to be healthy. Do you know what food destroy your villi? MSG, destroy it. Soya sauce, destroy it. Bread and cake, destroy it. Wheat products, destroy it. Destroyed by what? Gluten. So after saying all this, you find that there's nothing to eat. Yeah, there is still something to eat. Eat rice. White rice. White rice is not wheat, so there's no gluten. It is gluten that actually destroy the villi. Even if you are not sensitive to gluten, you keep on eating gluten every day for 40 years, your villi will definitely got destroyed. If you are lack of certain nutrients, you tend to suffer from certain disease. So for example, lack of iron, the person get anemia. Lack of calcium, the person will suffer from osteoporosis. Lack of iodine, the person will suffer from thyroid problem. Lack